Have you ever left a doctor's appointment with those two words ringing in your ears? High blood pressure. Maybe you felt a wave of anxiety, thinking about a future filled with complicated medications, strict diets that feel like punishment, and the constant worry about your heart. It's a scary diagnosis for millions of people, and it can feel like you've lost control over your own body. What if I told you that one of the most powerful, scientifically backed tools for managing this condition isn't found in a prescription bottle, but in the produce aisle? And it's not some bitter, hard-to-find superfood. It's something sweet, delicious, and summery. I'm talking about the humble watermelon. This isn't just a refreshing treat. This is a heart health powerhouse in disguise, and by the end of this video, you're going to understand exactly how this simple fruit can be a game changer for your cardiovascular health. To really appreciate how watermelon works its magic, we first need to understand what blood pressure actually is. Think of your circulatory system as a vast, intricate network of pipes, your arteries and veins, and your heart as the powerful pump that pushes blood through them. Blood pressure is the measure of the force that your pumping blood exerts against the walls of these pipes. You need some pressure for the system to work, just like you need water pressure in your home to get a shower. But when that force is consistently too high, it's like running your home's plumbing with the pressure cranked up to maximum all day, every day. Over time, that relentless, excessive force damages the pipes. It makes them stiff, scarred, and weak. It strains the pump, your heart, forcing it to work much harder than it should. This silent, ongoing damage is why high blood pressure or hypertension is such a major risk factor for heart attacks, strokes, and kidney disease. It's a mechanical problem with often devastating consequences. So, how do we lower the pressure in these pipes? Well, one way is to make the pipes themselves wider and more relaxed. Another way is to help the pump work more efficiently without having to strain. And this is where watermelon steps out of the fruit bowl and into the spotlight as a natural cardiovascular aid. Watermelon is packed with a number of key compounds that tackle high blood pressure from multiple angles, and the star of the show is an amino acid called L-citrulline. You probably haven't heard much about L-citrulline, but it's the secret weapon that makes watermelon so special for blood pressure. When you eat watermelon, your body absorbs this L-citrulline and converts it into another amino acid called L-arginine. Now, L-arginine is the crucial raw material your body needs to create a miraculous molecule called nitric oxide. Nitric oxide is a vasodilator. Let's break that word down. Vaso refers to your blood vessels, and dilate means to widen or open up. So, a vasodilator is a compound that signals the smooth muscles in the walls of your arteries to relax. When these muscles relax, the arteries open up and widen. Imagine a narrow, congested highway suddenly expanding to have 3 more lanes in each direction. Traffic flows smoothly, and there's no more bottleneck. That's what nitric oxide does for your blood. With wider, more relaxed arteries, the blood can flow through with much less resistance. The heart doesn't have to pump as hard to push the blood through, and the pressure against the artery walls decreases. It's a direct, physiological mechanism for lowering blood pressure, and watermelon is one of the very best dietary sources of the precursor to make it all happen. The science behind this isn't just theoretical, it's been proven in clinical studies. Researchers have conducted experiments where they give participants either watermelon extract or a placebo and then measure their blood pressure responses. The results have been consistently impressive. These studies often show significant reductions in both systolic blood pressure, the top number, which is the pressure when your heart beats, and diastolic blood pressure, the bottom number, the pressure when your heart rests between beats, particularly in people with pre-hypertension or mild hypertension. The effect isn't just immediate for a few hours after eating it. The research suggests that consistent, long-term consumption of watermelon can lead to sustained improvements in arterial health and blood pressure readings. It's not a magic pill that fixes everything overnight, but rather a powerful dietary habit that contributes to a healthier cardiovascular system over time. But the story doesn't end with L-citrulline and nitric oxide. Watermelon brings a full team of nutrients to the fight against high blood pressure. Another major player is potassium. You've likely heard that too much sodium is bad for blood pressure. That's because sodium makes your body hold onto extra water, which increases the total volume of blood in your system, which in turn increases the pressure in your pipes. Potassium acts as a natural counterbalance to sodium. It helps your kidneys flush out excess sodium and fluid through your urine. By promoting this excretion, potassium effectively reduces blood volume, which directly lowers blood pressure. Many modern diets are dangerously high in sodium and low in potassium, creating a perfect storm for hypertension. Watermelon helps correct this imbalance. A couple of slices of watermelon can provide a substantial dose of potassium, helping your body naturally manage its fluid levels and ease the burden on your heart and arteries. Then we have the antioxidants, which give watermelon its beautiful vibrant red color. The most famous one in watermelon is lycopene. Lycopene is a carotenoid, a powerful antioxidant that gives tomatoes and watermelons their red hue. Antioxidants are crucial for cardiovascular health because they combat oxidative stress. Oxidative stress is a process where unstable molecules called free radicals damage your cells, including the cells that line your arteries. This damage contributes to inflammation and the hardening of the arteries, a condition known as atherosclerosis, which is a primary driver of high blood pressure. Lycopene acts like a microscopic bodyguard, neutralizing these free radicals before they can cause harm. By reducing oxidative stress and inflammation, lycopene helps protect the delicate lining of your blood vessels, keeping them flexible and healthy and better able to produce their own nitric oxide. It's a protective, preventative measure that works in beautiful synergy with the other compounds in the fruit. Furthermore, watermelon is about 92% water. This incredible water content contributes to its blood pressure-lowering effects in a very straightforward way. Staying well hydrated is fundamental for maintaining healthy blood viscosity, that is, how thick and sticky your blood is. When you're dehydrated, your blood can become thicker and more concentrated, which makes it harder to pump and can contribute to higher pressure. Eating water-rich foods like watermelon is a fantastic way to contribute to your overall fluid intake, helping to keep your blood volume balanced and your blood flowing smoothly. It's hydration with a bonus, because you're getting all these other active compounds along with the water, unlike just drinking a plain glass of water. Now, you might be thinking, what about the sugar? It's a valid concern. Watermelon does contain natural sugars, and its glycemic index is somewhat high, meaning it can raise your blood sugar relatively quickly. However, its glycemic load, which takes into account the actual serving size and the amount of carbohydrate, is low. This is because a standard serving of watermelon doesn't actually contain a massive amount of sugar because it's mostly water and fiber. The fiber in watermelon, while not extremely high, still helps to slow down the absorption of sugar into your bloodstream, preventing a sharp spike. For most people, eating a reasonable serving of watermelon, a couple of slices, is perfectly healthy and will not cause problems with blood sugar. However, if you have diabetes or are on a very strict low-carb diet, it's always wise to be mindful of portion sizes and consult with your doctor or a nutritionist. But for the vast majority of people, the benefits for blood pressure far outweigh any concerns about its natural sugar content. Integrating watermelon into your diet to reap these benefits is one of the most enjoyable health interventions you can try. This isn't about choking down a medicine, it's about savoring a delicious food. You can simply enjoy fresh, chilled slices as a snack or dessert. You can cube it and add it to fruit salads, or blend it into a refreshing, hydrating smoothie, maybe with a handful of mint or a squeeze of lime. For a more savory twist, try a watermelon and feta salad with a drizzle of olive oil and some fresh basil. The saltiness of the feta beautifully complements the sweetness of the melon. You can even grill watermelon slices for a few minutes, which caramelizes the natural sugars and creates an incredibly unique and tasty side dish for a summer barbecue. The key is consistency. While eating a huge amount of watermelon once in a while might give you a short-term boost in nitric oxide, the real, lasting benefits for your arterial health and blood pressure come from making it a regular part of a balanced, heart-healthy diet. It's also crucial to view watermelon as a spectacular supporting actor, not the sole star of the show. Managing high blood pressure effectively requires a comprehensive approach. This means also focusing on a diet rich in other fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and lean proteins like the Mediterranean or DASH diets. It means reducing your intake of processed foods, which are the main source of unhealthy sodium. It means engaging in regular physical activity, which is itself a powerful vasodilator. Managing stress, getting quality sleep, and maintaining a healthy weight are all non-negotiable parts of the equation. Watermelon is not a substitute for medication if your doctor has prescribed it. It is, however, a phenomenal complementary tool. It's a natural, evidence-based food that can actively support all of your other healthy habits, giving your body the specific nutrients it needs to relax your arteries, balance your fluids, and protect your heart. So the next time you see a watermelon, see it for what it truly is, not just a symbol of summer, but a delicious prescription for a healthier heart.